Hey guys, I'm Natalie. This is the Least Favorite Podcast, where we talk about relationships, personal growth, and the toxic shit that we see on social media. Let's get into it.
Even announce it?
You talk to God more when you're about to come, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Like, what the fuck?
You get more religious and shit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god.
Come on.
I'm already in that mindset.
All right, so let's get started. Welcome to another episode of the Least Favorite Podcast. I'm your host, Natalie. And today, I'm excited. This is going to be a sexy ass episode. All right, so I have a familiar face and a new face. I'm going to or you want me to introduce you guys? You can? Okay. Go ahead. Go, Wildy.
Oh, okay, hi. I am a returning guest.
Yeah, you are. Yes.
I am Wildy, so at Love Sex with Wildy, and we're here to talk about sex.
Yeah, tell them what you do. Just remind them.
Oh, yes, of course. I am a marriage and family therapist and sex therapist. Dominicana, queer, pansexual, all that shit.
Yes, let them know, sis. Let them know. All right, and then here we have a new face, a new friend of the show, Kat.
Hi, guys.
So you can tell them a little bit about what you do.
My name is Catherine. Just call me Kat. I am an artist. I am a bartender. I am a dominatrix. Yes. And we're here to talk about sex.
Oh, so you bartend. Okay.
Yeah.
We have that in common.
All right, so I do want to start, though. I feel like you are an artist, like you said. So I do want to start with your art, because I feel like that's a good way to introduce this episode. Yes. So first, I want to ask you, how long have you been doing art?
I've always had a love for art, but I never took it serious. I was going through that whole, I'm not good enough phase. Mm-hmm. You know, especially when it comes to doing things that I love. But, you know, during the pandemic, there was nothing to do but just be at home and eat. So I'm like, let me just try it. So I tried it, and last year was officially when I opened my art business, my Instagram page. So, you know, now I'm just taking off with the support of everybody, my friends, even my family. My mom always sharing my stuff. So cute. Yeah. But I love it.
So, what inspires your art?
Honestly, a lot of it just really depends the painting that I'm doing, I guess. If I'm doing something like this, you know, it's about sex.
There we go.
That's my coochie, guys. That's all me. No, seriously, I was like, I took a mood for myself, and I was like, damn, my nails are done. My coochie look good. I'm like, I should paint this.
Very cute.
Yeah, it is cute.
So cute. But yeah, when it comes to sex and my sexual paintings, but a lot of the times, you know, I smoke, so I be high, and I'm a lightweight, so I be high, and that's why like a lot of my trippy paintings come from the eyes, the mushrooms, and all that. Yeah.
So things like that inspire you. Sex, being high, just how you feel. So like, how do you connect with your art?
Honestly, whatever the emotion that I'm feeling at the time, that is what I'm gonna draw. That is what I'm going to paint. And the colors is so important to me because I see everything in my head. That's why I feel like I have to write everything down right there on the spot, you know? Because it's just so important to me. Like, I write everything down, especially when it comes to my art. The colors, down to how am I drawing it? Is it going to be facing this way? Is it going to be facing that way? Is it going to be facing east, north, whatever it is? It's like I go in deep. Detail with everything.
Like, something about art is like you want to feel something when you look at it. So like, what is something that you want people to feel when they look at your art? Or like, what kind of message are you trying to send to them?
We horny. No,
be horny.
Yeah,
it's okay to be horny, guys.
It is.
And but mostly my paintings are for women. Okay. Because, you know, when it comes to sex and women, we are taught to just be closed off, you know, just cúbrete. Don't be going outside, you know, with your titties out with this, and that. Yeah. And I just want every woman that goes through my art page or sees a picture on Instagram or Twitter and say, oh my God, like, it's okay. It's okay to be a woman and want sex. It's okay to be Virgo. It's okay to have your pussy out. It's okay, you know, like it's fine. You can be yourself, and I feel like sex is a very important thing, and because we're women and we should be modest all the time. I mean, I feel like modesty is just the definition you put behind it. It's not just covering yourself up. You gotta save yourself for marriage, shit like that.
Yeah, which actually brings us to one of the topics that I wanted to talk about healing through sex, right? Okay. So I'm going to read the meme that I read, and then I kind of want to dive a little bit deeper into this. So it says, good sex heals a lot. Sexual healing is kind of a big deal. People often forget you're a spirit having a human experience, meaning you're here to taste, touch, feel, smell your way to the goal, just as much as think, manifest, create, do, and pray. Sexual exchange is the highest of them all. So, like, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because the way I was raised was like, if you have sex, it should just be with your husband or with someone you're dating for a really long time. Other than that, if you're having casual sex, you're a whore. Like, don't give your body is a temple. Like, don't give it up. It's sacred. And so hearing this to me is a little counterintuitive because it's just like, oh, so I can just have sex with everybody and it can actually be a positive experience. I'm not used to thinking that way. So I wanted to know, like, from a sex therapist and from you too. You're both very sexually free, sex positive, of course. How do you feel about healing through this idea of healing through sex?
So, for example, okay, so for me, when I read that post, I took it as also incorporating your senses, making it a sensual experience because you're incorporating your senses, right? Your touch, set the senses.
Yes, I got you. Touch, taste, sense.
The five of them, right?
Yes. Respect. That's all right.
We know what they are. So for me, I see it that way too. But I can also see where you're coming from, where it's like, how can we see it as healing when we're taught that it's supposed to be not for us, for somebody else, or a duty, or what you have to do to keep someone.
Yeah.
Right? So it is healing. Even saying stop or I don't want to have sex can be healing in itself. Right? Like and being able to say it and not have to worry about, you know, hurting your partner's ego or them taking it personally. You know what? Let's just make out.
Yeah.
That's healing. Let's just make out. Let's just cuddle. I don't want to have sex. So, and then healing in the sense that, well, sex in itself is healthy as hell, right? So that in itself is healing. Whether it's you dealing with chronic pain, or it's you feeling stressed out, or wanting to go to sleep. There's so many healing. If you look at sex as a healing modality, there's so many ways you can use this for healing purposes. And it really comes down to expanding what sex is for you. Is it just giving other pleasure? Is it me inviting more pleasure for myself? Whether solo or partnered.
Okay.
Right? And how do I feel more joy and pleasure in my life? Wow. That is not just intercourse.
Yeah.
So it's very healing, having sex. But then you can see where it could be, you know, the opposite, right? But we'll get into that.
No, let's get into it now.
Let's get into it.
I want to hear what you have to say too, right?
So what do you think about it?
I have to agree. I think that I have actually used sex as a healing method, but I just didn't know that it was an actual thing until, you know, I started reading about it and then you sent it to me and I was like, wow, like this just clicked. This is something that I have done before where, you know, I mean, it might be contradicting, you know, whatever, because you're really, you know, a lot of people say that you're not supposed to just have sex with anybody because it's not going to help you heal from all
like, all right, so exactly. People say like, oh, like you get their energy. So if their traumas, their issues, you end up carrying it.
But then you do shrooms with people, same shit, right?
Do what?
Shrooms.
With people that hasn't, I never did shrooms.
Oh yeah.
So talk to me.
Oh no. Yeah, off topic. No,
let's get into it.
So when you do shrooms, right? Like your mind sync up with the person you're doing shrooms with.
Does it?
Oh my god, it's crazy.
I don't like that.
No, that's scary.
Yeah,
you need to be with someone that's in a good mood, very chill.
Yeah.
Because you would feel like you empathize. If you're an empath like me, like
I
you
am.
feel every freaking thing. that person's feeling, like their trauma, their history, everything. And so that's scary. That happens too, like with sex, right?
Yeah, it does.
Not to that extent though, like how they say, right? Like, oh, if you have sex with someone, you fucking that person too, that they fucked.
Oh yeah, no, they drag it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Am I
But
right?
wouldn't it depend on, you know, the reason why you're having sex with that person? Because I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I have casual sex. I don't need to have feelings for somebody to have sex.
Because there's benefits to that, right? Because casual sex, it opens the door to explore your sexuality. Mm-hmm. It's fun to not know that you're not committed to this person. Mm-hmm. Not everyone wants to be committed in a relationship, right? It helps you improve your sexual skills.
Yeah.
It can improve your social status, right? Like, oh, look at me, I'm having sex. Mm-hmm. I'm popular, you know. You know, but obviously that's the reason why you're doing it. Then it's not healthy. But there's so many benefits. Right. But the reason is that for women, though, they have more regret of the casual sex that they're having, and then men are having regret of the casual sex that they're not having.
Yes. Oh, wait.
That's a fact.
Right?
Wait.
It's like, oh, damn, man, I could have been there.
All right.
I said it pretty quick, but you know what I mean, right?
No. That's a whole fact. Because, check it. When I had sex late. I had sex like my senior year in high school when I was 17. But growing up, like from even elementary school, like girls used to love me. Like all the girls loved me. I could have fucked so many chicks when I was in high school, but I didn't. And like when I was like, damn, especially when you see the chicks get older, someone, I'm like, damn, I could have fucked that when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I could have fucked this one.
I was like, damn. I'm so happy I didn't have sex with this guy.
Yes.
I feel so clean. I feel so pure.
I'd be like,
holy shit, Wildy.
Mm-hmm.
You ever regret? You just blew my fucking mind.
You ever regret like just having somebody in your space, even if you just kicked them out or you just didn't fuck them? Like, immediately, like you just look at people like, I am never chilling with you or even kissing you ever again.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes. Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, we were gonna talk about something.
I know.
You made a point, but you wanted to hear her point.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, shit. What was
I guess the negatives of
the casual sex. Oh, so we didn't.
No,
it wasn't. Oh, shit.
The negatives of sexual healing.
Of sexual healing.
The negatives.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess. Why are you doing it, right?
Yeah.
I mean. But why do I have to answer that question? You know, like, why does it have to be a why behind why am I doing it? Like, why can't I just do it just to do it? Why does it have to be a reason behind everything? If I want to get my coochie, I want to get my coochie, you know? Like, that's it.
Yeah, you guys don't ever question why you're having casual sex?
yes, I have.
Oh, you have?
Oh,
talk about it.
Tell me more.
Tell us more.
Because like, you know, there's a chick that might be more emotionally crazy or emotionally. She's gonna be emotional, and it's like, damn.
It's not a personal thing, though.
It's like, fuck. I should have never fucked her because I know what's gonna happen afterwards. Right. So yes, we that can happen.
Okay.
Yeah, because you already know.
Well, yeah, that's the risks, right? If you are having sex with someone and want it to be more than casual.
Yeah. Well, that's when you have to talk.
Yeah.
I that's what I call it.
No one's talking a lot prior to casual sex.
Yes.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. I let them know what I wanted. Like, yo, I'm not looking for nothing, no relationship, nothing.
Yeah, but you're exactly one of like the few men that actually would do that.
No one's being honest from the get-go.
Yo, I'll just be straight up.
I feel like most men say the opposite to get the pussy.
Mm-hmm. Like, I can see us being together.
But I really like you.
But they don't have to. A lot of women just want to have casual sex nowadays. You know?
I respect that. I respect that you do that. That's
yeah,
awesome.
you don't got to lie. That's the thing. You don't, as a man, you don't have to lie to women to have sex. That's the biggest lie that men tell themselves.
That's true. Women be more free than men.
Married men get fuck regular chicks all the time, and they just be like, "Yo, I'm married. This is what it is. Boom. It's easy. You don't have to do this extra shit because dudes be scared. That's what it is. Don't be scared." Sorry.
Holy shit, Anthony's giving it up right now. Right. The men are gonna hate
Stop lying.
you.
Why? No, that's gonna help them out. That's gonna help them out because there really be dudes who be out there, yo.
What should I do?
Yo, I remember, oh my God. I remember I was out with a friend one time. I'm not gonna say his name. We don't really talk no more.
No names.
And we go up to talk to these girls, right? And I'm just like, yo, my name's blah, blah, blah. His name is whatever. And like the next thing out of his mouth was like, yo, yo, I'm gonna take you on my private jet, fly you away and all this shit. And I was just like, all right, y'all have a good night. I just walked away.
No,
I deadass walked away. And I was talking to the girl like for the majority of the night until like we got outside. And
So he kind of killed it for you then.
once he did that, I'm like, yo, why are you lying?
Why would he do something like that?
And I looked at him, I'm like, all right, bye. And I just walked away.
You know what that reminds me of? That post that be going around social media that says when men get around women, they be like, damn, bro, like you got cheese for 80K right now? Like, why you doing all that for?
Doing too much.
Mad shit.
Doing too much.
Mad shit.
Oh, that brings us perfect. So we spoke about sometimes you have casual sex and you're just like feeding the other person's ego, right? So I would say that some people who I would deem have the highest or the biggest ego are narcissists. So I want to get into that topic real quick. So let me read the post. Y'all starting to use narcissists like parsley. Justin LaBoy. He is hilarious. But no, basically to introduce this topic, it's like I said, every girl that gets into a relationship with someone they would deem bad or disrespectful or mistreated them, they say, oh, he was a narcissist. And I feel like now we're just throwing that label, that term around, and no one really knows what it is. So I was like, let me get a professional on here to break it the fuck down. Yes. What is a narcissist? How do we identify it? How do we even diagnose it? Because I know there has to be a formal diagnosis.
Yes, there is.
And I guess how do you manage that if you are in a relationship with someone like that?
Yeah, well, okay, so it's true. People are throwing it like it's parsley. Like, it's like, oh, I'm OCD and bipolar. No, you're not, right? Stop pathologizing.
Pathologizing.
Yeah, that word. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day. So yeah, I don't like that, right?
Yeah.
Like even like when you say murder the pussy, like you have to get violent. But that's a whole other thing, right? So I like it though, but whatever. But okay, so a narcissist, right? so I have notes because I forget.
No,
I have
girl,
two kids.
read those notes.
Yeah. So a narcissist it's hard to really find out who, because it's a personality disorder. And people who have those disorders don't know they have it.
Okay.
It's not like saying, oh, I'm depressed. You know you're depressed. Mm-hmm. You know you have anxiety. You know you have bipolar. Yeah. That's different. It's a mood disorder. But personality, you don't know you have it. You're in denial. So that's why those are the hardest to treat, because they're not seeking treatments. Because they're like, I'm not antisocial. Mm-hmm. I'm not borderline. So to be narcissistic, to have a personality disorder, you have to like meet 5 of the 8 criterias. Okay. And they are.
Yes, go, yes.
Okay, so the first one is just having an inflated sense of self. I'm important. I'm better than you are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm better.
Yeah, right.
At the expense of others, right? They lack empathy. They exaggerate their accomplishments. They exaggerate. They're special than other people, or so they believe, and that only others that are special could get them too.
Right.
Like, no, you don't get me. All the people that are like me could get me.
Oh, okay.
They are preoccupied with fantasies of power, wealth, brilliance, unlimited success, and beauty. They exploit others to achieve their own ends. They're envious of others and also feel that others are envious of them. Oh yeah, they're hating on me, but they don't admit they're hating on others, but they do.
Yeah.
Low key.
Yeah.
Very arrogant in their beliefs, in their behavior, their attitude. And they require a lot of admiration. A lot.
Okay.
If I name the 6, the 8.
It's crazy.
If you have 5 of the 8, then you have narcissistic
You're
personality
going through
disorder.
the list, and I'm going through like all
Like,
the relationships.
yeah,
Wait
yeah.
a minute, was he? Did he do that? Like I'm going in here now. But okay.
Yeah, so if you have 5 of those, then you are someone that might have narcissistic personality disorder.
Have you ever treated someone narcissistic before? Or you were like kind of like
I could sense that. I'm like, oh, you're kind of like, because they're very arrogant, don't take accountability for their actions. People are envious of them. All these accomplishments that they've never achieved. I'm like, how are you this famous person when you living in the projects? And you have Medicaid. You're coming here. Like you're not cooking for the stars. Like how? Right. So I've seen them, and they're the hardest to treat because I just have to I don't feed into it, but I'm like, okay, let's think about the reality of this, right? But then it's challenging, and they don't.
Did they go to you okay? Because you said they don't even know. So
no, for other issues.
They were going for other issues,
family issues, breakups, I'm like, well, this is why this is why this is happening because you're exhibiting these qualities of someone who's narcissistic.
Okay.
And it starts off, you don't notice it, right? Because they're great salespeople. You know, they're love bombing you, and then after the whole honeymoon phase, that's when you see it. Like, oh,
Love
shit.
bombing. Explain that for the listeners real quick.
Well, it's like just extra.
Okay.
Like, just, I love you. I could, you're everything. And like, just too much, too fast.
Like we could get married. Have kids.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like too
you
much,
up.
too fast.
God,
It's like just excessive, like obsessive, where you would take it as, oh my God, they really like me. Oh my God. Then, I'm like the number one. And it's like, if you have a low self-esteem, then that shit is amazing.
And then they take it away.
And they take it away and they give it back to you. Take it away and they give it back to you.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, no, that's terrible.
And then like it's sad because you ask these victims like, why don't you get out of it?
Right.
It's not that easy because it happens so gradual that you don't notice it. If you do not notice it at all. It's that hard because it's manipulation, it's gaslighting, it's fits of rage, it's you walking on eggshells because you don't want to like, disturb them or like get them angry.
Yeah.
It's them having control over what you're doing, what you're saying. It's
When you're going out, who you with, what time you coming back.
Oh, that's no.
Like
Yeah.
threats.
Very
If you leave me,
controlling.
then I'm gonna kill myself, or no one's gonna want you.
Yeah, I've definitely had some of those behaviors. Those behaviors, yes.
That's crazy.
That's scary.
And then how do you feel? Right, you're confused. You start questioning yourself, questioning reality.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? Am I wrong here? What's wrong with me? That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because once you get to that point, it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
Because now you're doubting reality and your own values and who you are as a person. Your own identity is like, fuck.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah, you get used to it too. It's like you're already in your comfort zone, so it's so hard to get out of that.
Yeah. So, like, what do you say? All right, so a woman comes to you, or a man, because maybe a man could be with a narcissistic woman.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like, if they come to you, like, listen, this is what I'm in. I know it's bad. I'm trying to get out. I don't know what to do. I'm not strong enough. Like, what would you suggest?
Well, the first step is recognizing the abuse, the pattern. Like, what's the abuse here? Is it gaslighting, manipulation? What's happening here? Because you can't do anything unless you recognize what the signs are.
Okay.
And then once you do, then get help. Try to figure out how to break this, how to get more self-worth, how to, because you have to get out of the relationship.
Yeah.
It's not about, okay, let's change him, because if he legit or she is legit narcissistic and they have that personality disorder, saying they're going to change is going to be very hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So get out.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All right. Did you have anything else for narcissism? Because you
Yeah,
have your notes.
I do have my notes.
Yes, go.
No, basically, yeah. So get help to identify the abuse, develop self-worth, have a plan to lead the relationship, and understand how you got there in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you could be repeating this pattern. And looking, because there's this theory that we subconsciously look for mates or partners that have both our parents or caregivers' negative and positive qualities. Because only they could heal those wounds that we've had since we were a child. It's a crazy theory, right? Yeah, so then when you notice that, you might be looking for partners that could imitate your dad, and if you have dad issues,
so this
like,
goes
why
back
am
to
I?
childhood trauma.
Yeah, it could. So you have to learn like your attachment styles, right? You have to learn, just explore your past. Like, why am I seeking these partners? So it's not just about how to get out of a relationship; it's how do you avoid getting into another one.
Just like that, and how can you just see the patterns as soon as possible, not
red flags.
while you're there? You know?
Yeah.
A year deep in the
Like, seeing it
relationship.
right
Because
when
the longer you're in it, the harder it is to get out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your zone of comfortability, you know? Like,
And then
it's
you
hard
question
to get out.
reality. Oh, this is normal. This is how love's supposed to be.
Yeah.
No.
Especially if they've grown up around that same kind of love.
And the idea that, we have history, it's not an endurance sport. It's not the longer you're in it, the better it's going to be. No.
Oh my God, that's such a
horrible.
good point. That's such a good point.
It's not an endurance sport. No,
Yeah.
get out.
Get out.
Get
out.
Yeah, get out.
Get the
Get
fuck
the fuck
out.
out.
Let me just switching gears a little bit. Whew. Nah, that was good. I like that. Thank you. Hopefully that helps somebody out there.
I hope so.
Seriously. So I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about myself about how men last longer during sex.
Okay, so first I'm going to read some of the ways that men last longer, and then we're going to do a deep dive. So the one guy said, I bite my cheek or finger hard, like really hard. Usually the jolt of pain will dial down my erection a bit. I can sort of recenter myself, okay? Another guy said, I use a technique I've developed over the years where I focus on the sound of my breathing. Another thing I do is tug at my testicles down when I'm close. I know it sounds funny, but hey, try it sometime and you might be surprised to see it works.
I don't have balls, but I believe that.
Yeah, what could we do? Pull our nipples down or some shit? I don't know. That might feel good, actually. Never mind.
It'll come faster. Listen, we could keep coming.
Another guy said he does male Kegels because, you know, men have pelvic floor muscles. So just basically it builds the endurance in the muscles. And they can keep from ejaculating quickly. I try to project my mind somewhere else, somewhere unbelievably dull and boring. If I can't distract myself, I just focus on my partner, going down on them a little bit and catch my breath. Okay, I like that one.
That was good. That was the last one.
That was
the first one. I feel bad because I'm like, you're associating pain with like
with
sex?
pleasure, and sex supposed to be pleasure.
Yeah, it's like, well, pain can be pleasurable, but for him, it's like, no, I have to feel pain.
Yeah.
Right.
To contain myself.
To calm down. So before we even do a deep dive, since you're the man here, have you...
You're on the hot seat.
Yeah, what do you do to keep yourself from coming too quickly?
Think about who's on first.
So I have nah. So I'm very weird. So either I come quick or I don't come at all. So it's like if I don't come within like the first like say 5 minutes, I'm just not gonna come. So I don't know how I stop myself. It's just sometimes I just like, you know what? So like, all right, this happens. Like if I have sex say like 3 times with someone and like I just was fucking for too long and I don't come, I'm like, yo, that next time, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna make myself come. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's fucking weird.
And now my question for you is that if you don't come, was it still fun for you?
Yeah, it was still fun. I enjoyed it. I still got pleasure. Okay. But I don't know. That might be my own mental issue or some shit. But
is that not a mental issue? I don't know.
You can have sex
it can
without
be
coming.
because you know what it is. It's just that's age.
Okay.
Because
when you were younger, it wasn't like that.
When I was younger, yeah, I could just go long, like you know what I'm saying. It was no problem. But now, listen, I'm trying to get things done 5 to 10 minutes. 30 minutes is crazy.
In this game,
crazy.
So no long, passionate night of lovemaking.
No. You about to get
you
some good.
You will never say, I'm going to fuck you all night.
I'm going to give you the best 10 minutes of your life.
Hell no. Nope.
Oh shit, I just gave you the clap. I didn't mean to give you the clap.
Damn, the way that sounded, you gave me the clap. That's fucked up.
I meant to do the car crash.
But like, honestly, you know what happens though? When you have sex, right? You start, like I said, you breathe heavy, you start getting too much into it.
Yeah.
Just pull back a little bit. Like, if your face is like in her neck or kissing on her neck, yo, just lift your head up.
Oh, because you're like too lost in the moment.
Yeah, stop breathing her in. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens. You start, then you really
no sensuality.
No. Yes, no.
Intoxicating.
You want the sensuality, but if you're about to come, I'm saying to stop yourself from coming, you just need to pull back a little bit. I'm not fucking squeezing my nuts and no crazy shit. What am I doing? That's just crazy. Like I'm not even thinking about no shit like that. I'm not thinking about your grandmoms or some weird shit. No, I'm not doing that. I just
that was grandma's, right? What if you have a grandma?
I'll pull back and then maybe I'll kiss on her chest and stuff like that. Those type of things.
All right, so do you guys ever, okay, because I feel like for women, I posted a video. Oh, we got to insert it. I'm going to send it to you.
I literally had to hop out of bed to do this one because it's too good. Oh my God. When someone is scratching your back and misses the part that is actually itchy. It's an acting career. It's like listening to your favorite song, but it pauses right before the best part. It's like you're about to sneeze and it never happens. Feels like I should have been lesbian.
what does sex feel like for women, right? And the woman started laughing, and it was like having an itch in your back, having an itch on your back that you can never get to, like a scratch, or like somebody playing your favorite part of the song and then they stop the music.
Oh my god, I saw that. That was the funniest comments.
We're gonna put it in here.
Please do. They were so funny.
So funny. So it's just like, I feel for me, when I'm about to come, I'm coming. There's no holding back. Right. Because if they move a certain way, it's over. If they stop that rhythm, it's over. Yeah, and it's like, no. And also, when I say right there, it's right there.
I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating.
They start going hard. Like, no, keep the same
everything the same. Sometimes it's like, you don't want to say anything, but then if I don't say anything and he moves, I'm going to be tight. So let me say it. But then, they move or they fuck it up.
Yeah, women don't say anything.
Just leave
guys, just don't say nothing. Just go. Because a lot of times when you say something, it triggers like something in a man's head where it's like, oh wait, I gotta go crazier. So just don't say anything. Just keep breathing. Because it's like most men watch porn and they start hearing that shit and they start thinking, go crazier.
Oh, I see.
So we gotta dumb it down, ladies.
Dumb it down.
You can still enjoy the moment, but don't start being like, oh my God, right there. Like, I'm coming, right? Because then you start sounding more into it. So the guy's thinking, yo, I gotta go harder.
I really like that take just because it's like one more thing that women have to be responsible for.
You don't have to be responsible for it, but not every guy knows that.
Now we can tell you guys, if you're listening, if we say right there, keep the same rhythm.
Don't change.
Don't change nothing.
Don't go harder. Let's try to
reprogram that.
Please, just keep the same rhythm.
But do you guys
don't make assumptions? Just listen to what we're saying.
How do you guys feel when a guy comes too quick? First of all, what's too quick for you?
See,
what's too quick?
I don't know, because if the foreplay is pretty long, him coming quick doesn't bother me.
But what's quick? Give me a time. 2 minutes, 3
How many minutes? Right.
Quick is like 2 minutes.
Okay.
That's
crazy.
That's quick.
That's
like
crazy.
sex really is 7 minutes long.
Exactly.
I've heard that.
7 minutes.
I recently read that and that really disappointed me.
Yeah.
See?
But that's penetrative sex.
So
it's 7 penetrative.
Yeah.
But everything else, like the build up.
7 minutes for who? Women or men? Because I need more than 7 minutes.
The pumps. The pumps that they're giving you is...
What I've realized now, older, when I was younger, I used to think that, longer sex was better sex, right? And it used to be longer. Mm-hmm. I sucked at sex when I was in my 20s. Now, I think I'm very good at sex right now because I know women's body way better now. Right. Like I'm like so connected with the person that I have sex with that it's crazy. So like I can feel all that. So I know that the shorter experience is way better than when I was going for like 30 minutes or some crazy stupid shit like that when I was younger.
It's 3 things, right? You need, right? It's you need just general skills, just basic general skills on how to please a woman.
Anything?
No, I'm saying like just the anatomy.
Okay.
Right, knowing where the clit is, right? Like knowing that foreplay is not just 20 minutes before sex, like just basic sexual knowledge. Yeah. Right, and then you want to be able to communicate because every person that you're fucking is different. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you could come with all the skills in the world, but that person is different. Yeah. They have a different map, a different territory, all that. So communication, and then 3 is how game are you? Like how good are you as like being down for everything? Are you willing to give? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Know that there's a receiver and a giver. Yeah. And you have to kind of take turns. Yeah. And what's the other thing? Just the willingness. Like if you're eager as hell and you want to learn, you want to communicate, you want to get better, then that's a good fucking partner. Yeah. That's it. I don't care how hot you are, how smart you are. Mm-hmm. If you're all those things, you're a great sexual partner.
If you're willing to learn my body, that's fine.
And if you put me onto shit, like, because, you need novelty, spontaneity, and variety. Yeah. So if you could bring all those to the table, that's a lover for life. Yeah.
All right, so 2 minutes too quick. No.
I agree.
Way too quick.
I agree with that too. Yeah. Yeah.
Put in Missy Elliott right here.
How long? 2 minutes for you too?
Yeah.
I don't know, because now I'm just looking at y'all like, is it because I'm younger than these 3? But I'm sorry, but 7 minutes is not enough for me.
Okay, so what's enough for you? Let's get into that.
Until I come.
Okay.
So have you ever come too quick?
Me?
Because I came quick one
Yeah.
time. It was a record. It was like
Yeah.
30 seconds. I'm not even joking.
No, that
I came quick.
I have no problem orgasming. That's not a problem for me. For me, it's wanting to go more.
Okay.
And like after the first one, I'm like, I want to go more.
Yeah.
And that's my issue. So I'll hold off because I feel like I may not get more than one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, like, what's a good time then? So, too short, no. So then what's decent? 30 minutes?
I mean,
So that's what I'm saying. If it takes you very long to come, all right. So say if you had sex for 30 minutes, right? That last 5 minutes is when you really started it to build up and you came. Would you like that last 5 minutes to be the first 5 minutes instead of just get rid of all that first 25 and just sweat, hot, and everything? You know.
shit. All right, let's just break it down. If I'm having sex for 30 minutes, you have to at least foreplay for like 5 full minutes. The full 5 minutes.
Well, what's foreplay? Is it like just touching? Is it oral?
I like kisses on my neck. I like getting my hair
Caricias.
played with.
See, I wasn't considering that. I was talking about just penetration.
I love eye contact.
That's different.
But this is important.
But
too,
yeah, no, foreplay is like the
part
most
of the sex.
important
I'm
thing.
talking about just penetration sex though.
Oh, like
That's what I'm talking about.
Penetration, like a P in the V.
Because if you fucking foreplay, if it's foreplay and penetration and that's 2 minutes, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, penetration.
That's a quickie.
Like 15, 20, because it's like, bro, if I'm...
Your timing. Next time, everyone,
I'm
time, sex time. Like literally, from the moment that you start making out or touching each other's bodies, just
Look at the
time
time,
it.
real quick. And
Just
then
look at
keep
it,
going.
go a quick glance, and then when you're in bed, like, look over again and see there's like maybe 12 minutes. Probably.
What? No, but
It's
you know,
sad.
I be like that sometimes.
No, it could be.
Yeah.
That could be fun too. It doesn't matter how long it is. If you
yeah.
are both in tune to your body, you both want to do it,
Okay.
right? You're both communicating. You're both are knowing that it doesn't have to lead to orgasm. Because if it's so performance based, well, it wasn't good because I didn't come. Did we do it if I didn't come? Yeah, we so fucking did it. Like I know back in the day for guys, I didn't count because I didn't come.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did fuck. That's fucking.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't come, that means because you didn't finish, that means you didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's called fucking.
Because there are times that I haven't came, but I still had good sex.
Oh yes.
Yeah, same.
It's the journey,
Exactly.
not the destination.
Oh, I like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I need to get used to these fucking things.
Because even those times where I say I don't come, I still have a great time.
It's a great time, and don't ask a girl afterwards. Hey, did you come?
Oh, fuck.
Don't do that.
Don't ask. Just
I'll
ask.
never fucking
Did you
again.
enjoy that? Yes, I fucking did.
Right.
Did you come? No, but I had a great time. Like I told you.
You cannot say that to a lot of men, though. Their ego will be like,
No,
what the fuck you
no.
mean you didn't come?
Mad defensive. That's why we don't talk about sex, because every time we do, it's like, am I gonna hurt his feelings? No, I'm expressing myself. This is my need.
And again, that's why you don't tell the man you're about to come when you're having sex. Because his ego, he's like, oh shit, I gotta go
I
crazy.
usually wait and I just say I'm coming.
Yeah.
As I'm already coming.
I announce it. I announce it.
You're
I
about
announce
to
it
come?
too.
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I gotta think now. I mean, the moment.
Yeah, right. Like, now
I'm like, wait, what do I say? I'm coming or I'm about to come? Like,
Oh shit! That's me coming.
Yo, please.
oh my god.
Shit. Now I'm thinking, like, should
I
I
don't know.
even announce it?
You talk to God more when you're about to come, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Like, what the fuck?
You get more religious and shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my fucking god. Like, how? Shit.
All right. Switching gears a little bit. Holy shit. You're the best. I love you. All right. So we are finally going to get into some BDSM, kinky, sexy shit. So, Dominatrix. Right? Right?
Yo, what a great transition! I fucking love it.
Dominatrix.
Dominatrix.
No, because you know what? I was actually struggling with how to call. Is it just... All right. I don't even know.
I have mad questions too, so I'm excited
I'm
about
like,
this.
all right, yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Dominatrix, that's how you introduce yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so boom. Do you have, first of all, do you have a separate name for that, or you use your real name? Like, you still Cat?
No.
Okay.
I don't put nothing that's personal on that because you never know their intention.
Right.
You have to protect yourself at all times. We're women.
Yeah.
And pussy is power, bro. Like, these men will do anything for you. So I usually just go by, if they're white, I make them call me master. Cause
if they're white?
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, I like that.
Coño, I love that shit.
Wait, where's the fucking... I don't know where the fucking...
The one that says
There we go, I
clap.
got it.
If it's people of color, I just tell them to call me goddess.
Okay.
I like that. I call myself Medusa sometimes, so they do that. It's so sexy. I love it.
Do you do the hair?
Yes.
Oh, that's
like
hot.
curly sometimes.
That's hot.
How did you get into BDSM?
So I have a friend named Taylor who I used to always see her, making money and shit, posting things about this. So at first I did started it off because I just wanted money. And it's like I've always been a very sexual person, very flirtatious. So I said, why not? Maybe I can just be myself, flirt with these men, and get paid for it. Mm-hmm. But it's way more than that. It's way more than that. It goes so in depth because there's so many kinks. There's so many things that you can do, and there's a lot of disrespect in it because man's ego.
Well, unless you're into being a degradee, then that's a whole different story.
Right, but after that, I started off on Twitter.
Hold on, what is that? You need to
love being degraded.
Love being degraded. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Go ahead.
Humiliation.
Got it.
We're
gonna get into the different kinks.
Oh yes.
I want to break it down.
There's so many. Oh my god, I'm gonna show you my list.
Yeah. Oh, there's a list.
No, I did a quiz and like my top ones. Mm-hmm. I was very surprised as to what I scored high on, but yeah.
But finish.
But
talk about your journey.
But
we have this whole time.
I want to hear more. I'm so excited. I'm like jumping.
Tell me more.
But so I started off on Twitter and I started using hashtags.
Twitter is fucking porn if you don't know. Twitter
no, everyone says that. They get their porn from Twitter.
Twitter is porn.
People get their porn from Twitter.
Crazy.
Legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I pay for porn. So
yeah,
it's crazy because there's like a whole other side of Twitter because like I started using hashtags. Dome, sub, submissive, pegging, like all the words, of the kinks that I do. And my page is public, so a lot of men look for these hashtags and they find you. And it just goes from there. Usually, when I first started, I used to have this thing called the initial tribute, where they will have to send me $50 before they could even write me and say, because, a lot of them are time wasters.
Okay.
Everything matters. Your time... My time is gold.
That's
and if I'm gonna be flirting with some random from freaking Minnesota or some shit, you're gonna pay me before all that shit happens. You're gonna pay me before we even speak.
Yeah.
But yes.
That's so
it took off from Twitter.
And
how many years has it been?
Since
months.
3.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make 3 in June actually.
Okay. So like when you did your first, tell me about your first experience.
My first experience was a foot worship session. So, as everybody knows, a lot of men love feet. So they would write me like, hey, goddess, I just sent the initial tribute. I would love if we can set up a foot worship session. And they'll ask me, for how long. If it's in person, since these are in-person sessions, I don't do nothing longer than 30 minutes just because of my safety and myself, 30 minutes tops. Foot worship. I put the whole foot and down his throat. Shit.
Yo, the face that you just made.
Shit, like honestly, I put the whole foot down the throat. But
I was
not
expecting
shit
her to say that. Okay.
I'll be slapping them with my feet and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And he loved that shit.
They love it. I'll be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Pop.
Scooby-Doo, pop, pop.
Oh my God.
Scooby-Doo, pop, pop. Yeah, I like that.
All right, so getting into that, perfect. Let's get into some of the kinks because I don't know any of them. So how many, is there a certain list or is it like an infinite number? Can you mix and match?
It's infinite. If someone thinks about it, it's there.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, this guy wrote me like 3 days ago telling me he was gonna pay me $250 if I can order live bugs and smash them with boots and record it and send it to him. That's his kink.
Yo, it's crazy.
I don't like roaches, so I told him no.
No, I wouldn't be able to
The
do that.
coolest thing about kink is that it's not all sexual.
Nope.
Exactly.
It's not.
Oh, and that's a misconception.
And
guess.
yeah, it is, because that's it. All you're doing is stepping on bugs.
That is disgusting. And now, now he's on my messages, on my DMs, like, I'll make it 300. I'll make it 350 because they need it. Like, they just...
Listen,
jerking off.
but
How
I
are you
don't.
jerking off to me smashing bugs?
Give me his number.
Yo, word.
She'll do that shit.
Because
You're not afraid of bugs? I know.
I'll
these
kill
some
him.
big ass
No
roaches
problem.
like this. And he wants me to order 10 of them.
Ooh,
No. So yeah, different kinks. So let's
like in a yard, because you don't want them in your house.
Jesus.
Yo, there be like women will get paid. Look, yo, listen, women will get paid to fart in like a Ziploc bag.
Oh, that I've
the
seen.
girl from
Fucking
That I've seen on
crazy.
Instagram.
some fiance, whatever.
Like they do jars, Ziploc bags.
All the
Randy's
crazy shit.
fiance.
Charging like $1,000.
Definitely,
insane.
the Australian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This, like, every time y'all say something, I have a nasty story, but fuck it. This guy paid her like $800 for her to shave her pussy hair, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then like he just wanted, I don't know what he did with it, but she sold a Ziploc bag of her pussy hair for $800.
It's that easy, ladies. It's that easy.
It is easy.
If
but
you have hair,
it's hard.
sell it.
Also, you have the nasty attitudes and the fuck you, bitch. You a whore. I ain't paying shit.
That's the rest.
You're writing me about my services, and you're mad because I'm charging you for shit.
No, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
So let's
I
talk
guess
about some kinks.
you become
Yes.
numb to it, and like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. I guess he was a waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Next guy.
At first,
Next
I used
person.
To feel some type of way, but yeah, there's so many kinks, and it's infinite.
Yeah, it's infinite. It's basically
Pegging.
Okay, hold
The
on.
most common. The most
I'm
common.
gonna show you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
show you like my
Pegging,
list.
foot
Yeah.
worship,
What is pegging?
humiliation.
Fucking dudes in the ass.
So for those
Okay.
who don't know, fucking a dude in the ass. So I
So
put
when
on
you
my
bring a strap on.
Yeah, and I put on my strap and I fuck him in the ass.
Okay, so for example, so I did a BDSM quiz, and of course, right?
Yeah.
So for number 1, so basically it ranges you from like 100 to like 0. So I got 100 for rope bunny. So I like being tied up.
Okay.
Being a switch, which means I like to be top or bottom.
Okay.
Being a voyeur, like so people seeing me. Non-monogamous, so I'm into that.
All right. Awesome.
Experimentalist, exhibitionist, so seeing people having sex, I'm into that too. Being a submissive, which is I'm more submissive than top, but that's because right now that's what I need. So primal, which is probably like being like animals, like I'm gonna chase you, I'm gonna eat you, like being prey.
Okay.
Then you have dominance, which is what you're doing. Masochist, being a pet. So pet play, which is what my husband likes. He likes me being a cat person.
Oh my
So that was fun. So master, mistress, being a brat. You have then you have sadists, degraders, owners, slaves, daddy, mommy. So like the age play. I'm not into that.
Okay.
Age play is like a big thing. Like where guys are like, people wearing diapers and they're being like a baby and they're being like fed.
Oh.
Yeah, like the
that's
whole
crazy.
thing.
That was too much.
I've seen like speakers like talking about that. Like the guy was like in a diaper talking about like his experience being a baby.
Wow.
An adult baby, adult baby, yeah. And there's so many. It's infinite because you get a fetish, so a balloon, a foot, and it's interesting to know also that there is a difference between a kink and a fetish.
Right.
Now, a kink is what you enjoy, right? You don't always need it to get to come, but a fetish. Like you almost always need that into the act to be able to come.
Orgasm, yeah.
Yeah, so that's two different. That's a big difference. And then people also see kink as an identity, like being non-monogamy is just how you identify yourself, or like wanting to do group sex, or wanting to. But we all do kink stuff every day, in small ways. It's a spectrum. Like being tied up, being blindfolded,
I like that.
impact play, being smacked a little bit, hair pulling, choking. BDSM, like calling you, even being the degrader. Hey, you a little bitch, right? Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
That's all part of kink, and we all do it every day. Wax play, blood play, vomit play. I know.
Shit play, and I have a story about that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we talking about all the stories.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Listen, this way.
TBD, right? Like TV throwback last
No,
podcast.
not me. So there was this guy. I didn't do it. This is just somebody else's story, but I saw it with my own eyes, which is so fucking crazy. This guy is like, he has a fetish of shit, of actual poop. And my friend was Skyping him, and he paid her like $1,000 for him to shit on a hard shell taco and eat it on Skype. And he asked her like, yo, I will pay you if you post this. Please post it. Because they want to get humiliated. This is what they want. This is what they pay for. Yeah, but that's crazy. Shit, like actual shit. He shitted on the hard taco, bro.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
2 girls, 1 cup. Remember?
2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
I had friends who watched that like nothing. Like they were fine with it.
I watched it like nothing. That's the crazy part.
What is your?
Oh, look at them.
Because she mentioned her. So what are your favorite kinks?
My favorite kinks are I had actually realized recently that I'm a little of a masochist.
Okay.
I love getting slapped. I love spitting in the mouth. I love eye contact. I love hair pulling. Like I'm both. I'm a switch, but I just love when I'm finally the submissive one because I'm such a dominant person.
Yes.
Like it feels so good to be
and
a
it happens
submissive
a lot,
sometimes.
right? Even like, okay, so what I've learned is a lot of like white men in power.
Right.
They love, like being cuckolded. So like seeing their women bang other guys, right? They love that shit because that's them losing power because they're so powerful in real life that this is them like giving up some power, So it's the opposite of who you are in person. I think I'm a boss ass bitch. So in bed, I want to be dominated. I was going to ask you, how do you like, like as a dom, like how can you encourage someone to be more submissive?
How can I encourage? I mean, I'm gonna be honest,
Right?
That's great.
I'm gonna be honest. It's really all about communication, bro. Sex is equals to communication, and it's like I communicate with everybody, I mean, but do you mean submissive as in me having sex with a person, or submissive as in my subs?
More
my
like,
clients?
even though that's not what you're used to. You're not used to be submissive,
Right.
Because all day you're
Dominant
taking care of
bitch,
shit, right? Yeah, right. So it's like it's also letting go, right? When you're in bed, and not having the need to always control the script, right? The sexual script. Like how do you let go and like be like, you know what, take over. So that also means like how do you make your partner more dominating, right?
Honestly, from the get-go, I just always communicate with people like, yo, I'm a dominant person, but this is what I want. I like this, and this. If we're right here, then yeah, I mean, the thing is that I don't mind teaching somebody. It's just, I don't know. I think I just have
like how long would it take you to train someone to be submissive?
I have trained people before.
Does it take a long time? Well, I mean, obviously it depends on the person.
Well,
right?
for them to be submissive or for them to be dominant? With
Submissive.
Submissive?
Yeah.
I let them know that, yo, this is what I like. This is what turns me on. This is what's gonna make me give you the best sex of your life type shit. But it's different because when I'm doing these things to these men, I'm not turned on by it. I'm just doing it because it's just wavy.
It's liberating.
It's liberating. I feel so powerful when I'm pegging a man, bro.
I would love to do that.
Oh, please do.
How?
Oh. Tell your husband to.
Fucking happen. But I did make a funny joke the other day, right? Where I was like, cause I want to have a girlfriend, right? And I was like, if I use a double and dildo, I was like, but I'm not even touching her though. Think about it. Am I cheating though? I'm not touching her.
No,
I'm just using a dildo with her.
I mean,
is that cheating?
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, if it's I think it's cheating.
I support it. I think I could do that relationship. At least I'll give it an attempt.
Right? I'm just
I give it an attempt.
It's like playing with a doll.
I think if it bothers him, then it's cheating. If it doesn't bother your partner,
It's not cheating.
Yeah, it's not cheating.
Especially if you're doing it, behind her back.
Yeah.
No, I'm making a joke, but I was like, but I'm not touching her. How's that cheating?
How did he react to that?
No, I didn't say it out loud. I just thought it in my head.
Thought it.
Okay, so he's not watching this episode, hopefully.
No, I'm not telling him.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? So, like, how do you navigate, like, when you get into relationships, like real relationships? Like, do you, like, our men are like, well, is that what you do? I don't know if I could fuck with you. Like, how does that work?
Honestly, I've only been in one relationship with a woman, but I was open with her about it from the start, because the first thing I tell people, you know, when I see that we're getting somewhere, I always let them know, like, hey, like, I'm a very sexual person. I'm very free. Like, I want to go outside with just a little bra on and a little thing on. Like, that's exactly what I'm going to do, because I feel comfortable doing that. So once again, it's all about communication. I communicated with her, like, hey, this is what I do. And, you know, you can take me as I am, or you can just dip, you know. But she was very open to it. She was very supportive of it. Now with men is way different, you know, because it's like, it's just all goes back to their fucking ego. So I wasn't with this person in a relationship, but I was just like messing around with him, and I let him know, like, hey, this is what I do. And he kind of had an issue with it, but he didn't want to be like, he didn't want to say it, but I can tell by his body language and the way he wasn't making eye contact that he had an issue with it. And then after, you know, we fucked, he was like, so you do this for all your clients? And I'm just like, I don't fuck my clients.
Yeah.
And you wasn't a client,
So that's another one. That's another misconception.
Okay, but he's just ignorant to what you do.
Yes.
So it's about educating him on what you do. Because obviously, if you tell someone you're a sex worker, no matter what you do, they're gonna be like, yo, you're just fucking everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, as a guy, like most guys are gonna think that. Yeah. So it's like, okay, no, this is what I do. I do this. I sell a fantasy, not selling fucking,
So
selling
what do you
sex.
say? I'm a kink worker?
I'm a kink worker.
Something,
Think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like, for these ignorant ass people, like, oh, I do kink. I dabble in kink.
Honestly, I don't even tell people that I'm a sex worker. I just say I'm a dominatrix.
Yeah.
And then I just hate when they ask me
It's
questions.
because it's the association, right? Like, so you do fuck for money.
And that's,
I
want to actually get into that, because people would think, even me, I didn't know anything about this topic. So before I had you on, I was like, let me watch some videos, let me educate myself, because I don't want to sound like a complete dick.
Right.
Like, I don't know what the fuck. So, but some people do. I first thought you have sex with all your clients, and that's not true. And I'm like, oh shit. So I want you to get into even other misconceptions related to being a dominatrix. Like, what are other things that people hit you with that aren't true?
They think that I can just pop a toe out and then that's it. Like, the customers are gonna come to you. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. It took me a few months to even get to where, you know, I am now.
Yeah.
It's not just take a picture of your toes and then that's it. It's a lot of time wasters. It's a lot of men saying, oh, you're a whore, or you're fucking somebody. Why the hell would I pay you if I can just watch porn? Okay, so then watch porn.
Why are you here?
Yeah, why did you even
Like, why
bother?
are you even writing me in the first place if you're not gonna pay for? Okay, you can watch toes. Okay, go on.
But you know what? It's crazy because like the emergence of like OnlyFans and all these men wanting to be fantasizing about these women, but then when the reality comes, they don't.
Yeah,
because of the assumption that they're out here fucking for money.
That's because men.
When it's not, it's because it's me taking photos of myself and then selling it because I can.
Yeah,
Right.
That's it. Pandemic. We're all struggling. If I can take photos of me naked and sell it to you and make money, I will.
of course.
The fuck? Like, but yeah, with BDSM, any kind of kink, the idea is that also that you're traumatized. That you must have had trauma because you like this stuff.
You have daddy issues.
You have sexual trauma, or you have like a mental health issue.
No self-esteem.
Low self-esteem,
Yeah, that's crazy because it's like, I just like to do it. Like, once again, why does everything has to have a reason behind it? Why can't I just do things to do it as a woman? I want to peg a man. I want to peg a again for fun. I don't get paid for it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about, you know, the whole sex worker thing. Is very dangerous too.
I was gonna ask, like, have you been in scary situations?
Thank God I haven't, but I have had friends that, not to like get in too deep with the story, but you know, she was in person with this guy. She was gonna do a session, and the guy kind of like, I don't know, like try to keep her hostage in the motel room. Like, oh, you're not going anywhere, and then she's like, hey, dude, like our hour is done. You know, because you time these sessions. Oh, yeah, I'll be on my phone like, okay, you said 15-minute session, 15 minutes on the clock. So after an hour, I don't remember the session they were having, but he was like, hey, like, I'm not done. Like, where are you going? So she was really scared, you know. Thankfully, she got out of it alive, unharmed, but it's very dangerous. That's why I always either come with somebody else. Everybody has my location. Every time I'm doing a session, I always let at least 2 people know. Like, hey, I'm doing a session. Smart. I'm going to be gone for 30 minutes. You have my location. Just please. Because if I tell you, hey, I'm going to be busy for 20 minutes in a session and it's been like 40 minutes, I need you to worry about me.
Yeah. You need someone to know and worry and do something. Yeah. Wow.
Very scary, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Very smart.
I do want to ask, how much do you charge? Like, what's your rate? Like, how do you go about even deciding how much you're going to charge someone? Is it by time?
Hourly.
Is it by time? Is it by kink? Is it like...
Yes, by time and by kink.
Okay.
Because there are easier kinks than others. Like, foot worship has to be the easiest kink because really all I'm doing is just getting some good angles of my feet done, a little ankle bracelet, probably a little. But usually for my prices, the good thing is that you are your own boss. You make your own prices. Okay. So if let's say I'm doing a pegging session for 30 minutes, it's in person and I'm doing something that, to be honest, you're not going to make me come because I'm fucking you. So I'm going to charge you extra because this is my time. Right. This is my safety. Okay. And at the end of the day, yeah, you're paying me, but really, who's having fun here? You or me? Yeah. So 30-minute pegging session, I used to do like 300. I'm doing 500. Okay. Just because, after the pandemic, I just raised all my prices.
Good. Inflation for everybody.
even on this shit, bro. Like, an hour.
30 minutes, $500.
Damn,
that's awesome.
That's crazy. Fucking a dude in the ass for 30 minutes, like, bro, y'all crazy.
That's high.
Sometimes like I'm in the middle of sessions and they're like, please, like 10 more minutes. And I act like a bitch. I'm like, hell fucking no. Unless you're gonna.
How much is that?
Overtime. It depends. And no, I make them send me the money right there and there. You want to add an extra 10 minutes? Send it right now.
I love
right
it.
now. To get your fucking cash.
You have to do everything on the spot.
Right.
No,
so I'm gonna
they're
ask a
gonna
super foul question.
Yes.
I've done this to someone. I mean, whew. So I've fucked someone in the ass before, and sometimes it happens where you pull out and some unwanted residue is there.
Like a dirty Sanchez?
Yes, has that happened? And are you like, what the fuck is going on? Type shit. Well, it definitely type shit, but it's happened before.
Type shit, no pun intended. Listen, yes. And it happened the first time I did it. So I was traumatized. I was like, oh. And I'm not holding nothing back. I was like, ew.
But you know what happened? And that's what happened because you're not turned on. So when you are super aroused and turned on, your disgust level lessens. So while you're pegging someone, you're not getting turned on. That's gonna be gross for you.
Yeah.
It's just that if you're into it, you'd be like, ew, okay, but I guess we'll keep fucking you.
Cause we jumped in the shower real quick and kept fucking.
There you go.
Okay.
Because you were super aroused, so it's and this is the time to share your fantasy with your partner when you're aroused, because they're less likely to shame you for it or make you feel disgusted because they're horny too.
Damn, but I don't want to have to wait to be aroused to speak about things. I want to be able to, just sit down with a person face to face and say, hey, these are the things that I like, and I don't want to be judged for it.
Don't yuck anyone's yum.
I'll say this, right? Because there's a guy out there that will be that way with you, because I'm the type of guy who you can talk to me about that type of stuff, and I'm like, cool, like all that stuff. I'm cool. I'm open with all that shit. Yeah. So there's someone that will be like, you know what, cool. Yeah, they'd be open with that shit.
Oh my god. So yeah, there was shit on The dildo.
There was shit on
Shit
the
on
the
dildo.
dick. Shit on the dildo.
I pushed them away. I
Holy
couldn't.
shit.
I
And I
was
can
like,
imagine the smell. This is my bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I threw the strap away.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna clean this one.
Well, I thought it was I
then
thought it was blood initially. So I was like, yo, are you okay? Because you know what I'm saying, I was more concerned at first, and then like I'm like, she's like what do you mean? I'm like, yo, I think you're bleeding basically, and then
shit happens.
Literally.
then I smelled it. I'm like, oh, I think, and then I was like, she was like mortified.
I would be mortified.
Yeah, me too. I'll be so embarrassed.
But for me, I was like, yo, this is what happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You knew what you were getting yourself
You know,
into.
you normalize
We jumped in the shower.
Like,
yeah,
you know what comes out of there.
Yo,
right?
I can honestly say I made her feel okay. Like I wasn't like, yo, what the fuck? Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, we just jumped in the shower,
But
washed it
also,
off.
she don't gotta do that. Like, she don't have to do like that.
No.
It's not that type of
Correct.
different.
But I was just
context.
asking, like,
Yeah.
did she feel a certain way about it? Like, did you feel like, holy shit, what the fuck? Kind of thing. That's all I was
Nah,
asking.
it was definitely disgusting, and I still got paid for it because it ain't my fault. Your ass is shitty, but it's like you're getting what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly.
Fucking a man in the ass.
Yeah.
Heard.
This is why I don't do booty play.
Enema. There you go.
Bro.
Yeah, dark sheets.
And they say not to eat the whole day if you know you're gonna have anal.
Soft foods.
Try not to eat.
Liquids.
Soft foods and liquids. Okay, great. Clear.
Well,
I watch a lot of
Clear
porn.
diet.
Gaze for I don't know, honestly. We'll just
I've
ask
heard
the gaze
that
for how they
from
prep.
somebody on a podcast. She.
I just watch lots of porn. So that's what they do.
All right, cool. I did want to ask. All right, so do you feel like you're desensitized to sex, or do you feel like how do you compartmentalize your regular sexual experiences that are like for connection and romance and intimacy versus those? Do you have to like tell yourself, okay, I'm here, I'm in this state, or does it happen naturally? Like you already know how to maneuver both situations and you don't interlace the two.
Well, at first I was like that. It was more of anxiety for me.
Okay.
So I had to definitely learn how to separate the both. I had to like give myself a little pep talk before I will go in a session with a man. Like, okay, this is just a session. I'm about to kick this man in the nuts, and that's it.
Okay.
And versus, having sex with whether it's casual or just romantic, I will have to speak to myself before, and I'll be like, okay, this is somebody you like, and oh my god, I hated it. I really hated it because it made me feel like, damn.
Did you kind of feel like you were living a double life?
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
so fake. I'm like, damn, I'm really a whore for doing this.
Oh, yeah.
But, now I'm like, I'm used to it.
Okay.
And I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care anymore. Now it's, before a session, it's just like, okay, I'm doing this. I'm about to kick this man in the nuts.
I'm about to get this money.
I'm about to get this money.
It's interesting too because I feel the same way even as a therapist, right? Because when I first started, it's like, oh, I'm so nervous, like I know what I'm doing. And after a while, like, oh, even like being attached, like, oh my god, like they're telling you a sad story, and you're like, oh my god, are you crying with them and such? Like, oh my god, I feel so affected by it. But now, like right now, I've been doing this for 11 years. And someone's telling me a story about them being so sad, and I'm like, oh, that's sad, but I'm not crying for them anymore. It's like, I'm a good therapist, but I'm not crying. I'm not like sleeping less because my client's suicidal.
Right.
So, like, I'm used to it. And it doesn't make me less of a therapist. It's like, okay, now I know how to compartmentalize it. You know what? I'm a great therapist, but I'm not going to lose sleep over this.
Yeah.
It's like muscle memory at this point.
That's how it is.
So actually, that's a good point because you mentioned like you were getting personal in the beginning. With your clients.
For sure, because you don't know.
How personal do you get with your clients?
Not that much.
If they have a birthday coming up or like their dog died, you're
I
like,
don't give a fuck.
Okay, great.
Nah,
Me too. Even as a therapist,
Okay.
like, I'm not calling you for your birthday. I'll say, hi, belated birthday.
Okay.
After your birthday or like before, oh, happy early birthday. If I don't speak to you, I won't speak to you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. There has been a handful of subs that I've had that were so great to me, and till this day they still serve me. So sometimes I say like, "Hey, like, what's up? I hope you're doing good." You know, just to throw it in there. But I don't give a fuck about your dog dying.
There's a show on Netflix called
like, you don't give a fuck about my dog dying. You just care about my toes or whatever the fuck, whatever service I have to give you.
Yeah.
I got a question.
There's a show. I'm sorry. There's a show on Netflix called Bonded.
Bondage.
Oh, Bonded. You would like
Bonded.
it. Yeah, it's about a dominatrix.
You said it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, watch
Is
it.
it like reality or?
It's like a comedy, but about dominatrix and her best guy friend, and then he gets him into it too. It's great. You should bond it.
Cool.
Watch it. They normalize
like
dominatrix, so they normalize the shit out of it, and I love it. Very sex positive. Great show. Bonded.
Please do not forget that name because after this, I'm gonna need the name.
I'll follow you on Instagram after this.
Oh yeah, you have to follow me on Instagram. I like to
I just
together.
hope you know I'm gonna write you out of nowhere. Like, hey.
Hey, what's up?
Wait, one random question. No, I'm just curious. I'm sure someone will think about it, so I'm gonna think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you were going to with a sub and they were your type that you're like usually attracted to?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Like you saw them, like damn. Like if I saw this person
you
out
really want my
normally,
services?
like
Nice.
I would,
Should I charge you?
I would want, you know, not even that, but it was like, damn, I really. If we're not this situation, I probably would be like attract this person. I would want to talk to this person.
Oh my god!
We got a freebie.
I was just curious.
I'm not gonna lie. It's that a lot of my clients are white, and no offense to them, but I don't date or find white people attractive. There was this one chocolate skin man. He was so fine, and I was like, "Why do you want me to fuck you in the ass?" Oh, that was the guy that I fucked.
Oh,
and he was so fine too. But then the shit in the dildo, it wasn't his fault, obviously. But I'm just immature like that. Like I'm turned off. Like I don't want to fuck.
Yeah.
But he was so fine, bro. Ugh.
And that was your first one. I think you was like, "Fuck."
The one BIPOC guy.
I looked at him.
Shit on her dog.
I was like, "Damn, you high? I'm not leaving him high." But. Yeah.
But yeah,
but
it is a fact though. A lot of white people are the ones that are seeking out for you.
Right. And one more thing. Subs are not only men. I've had female subs too.
That's hot.
let's talk about that.
That's what I said attracted to, because I know you said you had girlfriend or something like that. So that's why I asked you. I didn't say men, but
So
I get
okay.
it.
So do you think it's an equal amount? Is it more men than women?
Definitely more men than women.
Okay.
Well, the taboo.
And
Absolutely.
then and then the women, what do they request?
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so interested.
With women, it's more sentimental. Definitely more sentimental.
Not me.
But right, like I mean,
Okay, Wildy, what
Not
was your request?
everything.
but like right, nah.
She wants the works.
Right.
The work.
Like, bro, let's just get to the point. What are you doing? What are you even saying right
I
now?
don't want to talk. The fuck?
Yeah, no, but I don't know
sentimental
why. It's just-
how? Like,
they will try to make it a little bit more personal than what it is. To me, it's just business. Like, girl, you want me to slap you a little bit? You want me to do, X, Y, and Z? I could do that, but don't.
Have a dildo across her
Yeah,
forehead.
like I don't want them to catch feelings for me. And fuck, I was gonna say something really disgusting.
say it.
I'm sure it's not gross.
No, okay, it's not gross. It's not gross at all. But it's just it happens a lot. So I had the strap on, and I'm just like doing this to her face with the strap, and oh my god, I was so hot because it's like damn.
So windshield wiper.
Fuck, huh?
A windshield wiper right there.
I was like this with the strap, bro, and then I don't know, like she was just so fine too. I just grabbed her hair and I'm like, girl, you gotta suck on this strap. I don't care if I don't feel anything, but like. I like shit like that. Like, I feel like I'm more comfortable with women than men, of course.
Because it's not like there's no threats in a sense, right? It's like you're not gonna overpower me. I'm gonna overpower you because it's still that fear, right? Like yeah, you're the dom, but there's that feel that okay, I could still end up being killed, right?
Yeah.
That's that fear.
I like how she laughs after that. Ends up being killed.
I'm not surprised.
After this, but that's the adrenaline too. But I get it, right? It's like more comfortable with the women. It's like it's not threatening. It's like
it's not. It's just
two chicks having a good time.
I wouldn't do it again. I'll do it. Would love to have more female subs. It's just I think
let's normalize it.
Please.
So,
I love it.
give me a question follow from that, because you said most of your clients are like white men.
Yeah.
What ethnicity are the women? Are these white women or is this like minority women?
Interesting.
Well,
Curious.
honestly, I only have 3 women subs. One of them was like Albanian. The other one,
crazy,
right?
The Albanians.
Yeah, they are.
No, she was nuts.
They be having bubbles though.
Right.
They do.
On the low, they be having sneaky fat butts.
Big old bitties.
Yeah, she her body was just gorgeous. But yeah, I had an Albanian girl. I had I believe she said she was Jamaican, and I had a Dominican girl. So she was my favorite because I'm Dominican too. So
Yeah, I think it. Yeah.
yeah.
This is a very Dominican friendly podcast.
She was really right. She was really a nasty bitch,
but
bro. Asquerosa, like she was so fine, bro. What the fuck? But like. I will find myself more into it and more aroused when I was doing it to a woman versus a man.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Like I should pay you instead, bitch.
Yeah.
And I love female subs because they know what it is to be a woman, so they don't.
And it's easier too. Like I wonder, right? Like, that's not fair. Like how can we place just sub roles so effortlessly, right?
It's so much easier, even with the pay. Like, I don't know what it is with man subs, but like, bro, you want a service from me. Just send the fucking money. Like, everything is, okay, wait, cause my shades got hacked. Like, it's always an excuse. With women,
so my account set up.
Right. Or like, bro, I have Cash App, Venmo, Apple Pay, Zelle, whatever.
There's so many avenues of sending me money.
There's no
excuses. You know what it be? You're the bartender. You know how dudes go to the bar and try to pick up the bartender? Mm-hmm. That's what they're looking at. It's like, yo, let me see if I could just bag this chick, even though she like sex work. Let me see if I could still finagle it and get it without having to pay. That's the way they're thinking about it.
Seriously, when I bartended at Scores, for guys, it was better to get me than a stripper because I was harder to get than a stripper.
Yeah,
because I'm not here taking off my shirt or like dancing, but if they got a stripper, it's more important than getting a stripper.
Yeah. The ego too. That's like an ego. Like, let me get the hardest thing I can get.
I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
That's
like, what it be.
With men, I'll be like, like we're gonna do a 30-minute session. The total is $300, and they'll be like, what? With women, I never had one female sub tell me, yo, no, I'm not paying that. They will just send it. Mad quick, bro.
Because guys would go to a bar and ask you, how much is a drink? Mm-hmm. Don't go out if you don't have money.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, guys.
How much is a drink?
Yeah, how much is a drink?
Buy one. See how much it costs.
Find out.
And then babysit if you have to.
Damn, babysitting one drink is crazy. I'm not gonna lie though.
Bartending life.
Bartending life. And I was just gonna say, I know it's like so off topic, but just real quick. I was a bartender at a strip club, and
which one?
We Show Palace in Queens, trash ass club. No, trash.
Okay.
But I just love.
I was at Scores. That was trash too. Little white girls in gowns. Why?
Have a lot of
white girls in gowns, no fucking pull. But oh my god, I wish I could do it. They would just walk.
No, do it.
Ew,
they would just walk.
And
Scores. That's it? Are you serious? Wait, so they did not have a pole at all in the strip?
They didn't have a pole? How were they stripping?
Not on the stage, on the side. Like a little, but...
Like on the private rooms?
No, it was weird. It was just a whack ass fucking
Scores was famous because of Howard Stern.
Yeah, that's it. Right. That was it.
He used to always talk about Scores.
Yeah.
That's how I knew about it as a kid, because of Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Shit. But yes, back to it. So in the club, we will round the dollar to the nearest. If it was like, it depends. Like if the total was like $19.60, after 50 cents, we'll just go to the next dollar. If it was 40 cents or lower, we'll go down $1. The total for his one beer was $19.60. He gave me a $20 bill. And I promise you, I'm not lying. He said, where are the 40 cents?
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to my fucking dog, bro.
I would have given him 40 fucking pennies.
Where's your...
He's like, I'll tip you, but I'm like, we don't, I open the drawer and I'm like, we don't deal with change. He's like, oh, okay, no problem. Why would you ask me for 40 cents back?
To throw it at a stripper?
I don't know.
Throw it at a stripper.
The quarter for his meter?
It's not even quarters.
Like, one quarter for a meter.
Yeah.
One quarter.
15 minutes.
That's it.
That's all you getting.
It's really the audacity for
Yo,
me.
that's crazy.
Motherfucking audacity.
That's fucking crazy. Wait, do you have more to share? Those were all my questions. Do you have other questions for her? Dominatrix, BDSM, anything? We need to have you back on, first of all.
Yeah, it's
for
for
sure.
sure. Guys. It's
And
a
I
lot.
had a whole other list of questions, but the person wants to be here to ask you it themselves.
Oh.
Hold up. Did you show like all the art pictures or just the one with the vagina?
Actually, there was this one right here. I want you to talk about the butterfly. Ooh.
I was looking at the face sitting, but
So the butterfly.
Right in the butt.
Wow.
I said I was looking at the face sitting.
It's all vaginas.
I think you said the face in the butt.
No,
I'm
the
like,
face
what?
sitting.
These are my babies.
My kink.
You like butterflies?
I find them interesting. I don't know what it is. I just really like the way they're just so fucking free, just flying around everywhere. But
How much is
this-
something like that?
Huh?
How much is something like that? I'm just curious.
So this is 11 by 14. So my 11 by 14s, I charge $100 for it flat. I have 16 by 20s, 18 by 24s. Since I'm still new at the whole, drawing, painting things, like I'm still figuring myself out with my business. I don't do paintings bigger than 18 by 24. So I just stick to the 11 by 14s, 8 by 10s, 16 by 20s, and 18 by 24s. So it just depends how big the canvas is and how detailed the painting is. Because I can do an 11 by 14 painting and just have a few things, and instead of charging them $100, I'll just be like, okay, just give me $80, But it really depends on the details, because if it's a lot of details, that means I'm going to use more paint.
Yeah, for sure.
And paint is expensive. And it's not the $1.99, the ones that you see at the store. I need thick paint. I need paint that I can just go over it once and then that's it. I don't like to just be stuck going over shit over and over again. But it's crazy because that's what I used to do. I used to buy my paint, my paint from the freaking store. That's how, you start somewhere. You always start somewhere. But I am so proud of myself. I'm proud of my little business. I'm proud of this painting, looking at it. Like, I can't stop looking at it. Like, why? Butterfly coochies. I was high. I was like, yo, I should make butterflies with pussies in the
I didn't even know it was vaginas at first.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but like initially, I just thought it was butterflies. When you said, when you sent me the video earlier, I was like, okay, it's dope. I just thought it was dope. But I'll say this, like, just to not wrap it up, but I'll say this. You got multiple streams of income.
Smart.
That's dope. Like, you paint. Yes, you do sex work, you bartend. That's all multiple forms of income. Like, that's more than a lot of people have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you grinding.
Shit.
That's hard work.
I feel like I need another one. And another one. And
Listen,
another one.
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Listen, I'm trying to give my dog a big ass backyard.
Oh,
So
that's cute.
I'm a dog. I'm such a dog mom. But yeah, I have my painting business. My dominatrix. The thing I love about dominatrix is that being a dominatrix is that I can leave and then come back like nothing, and I will still have a bunch
it's a career.
It's a career.
Exactly.
It's not a job. It's a career.
It is. Wow. I should stop calling it a job.
It's a career.
It's a career. Yeah.
Yeah, you take it
You have
everywhere
and
you
you
go.
have a flexible career,
You take it
and you're the
everywhere
boss
you
of
go,
it.
and it's you. No one can take it
yours.
away from you.
Yeah.
I love all this positivity.
I love
You're
that.
irreplaceable.
Yes.
Where's the clap? Finally, I got it.
Applause. Let's say applause. Let's stop giving people a clap on this podcast.
So give me the clap.
So, just to wrap up, I want you guys to tell, my listeners where they can find you. Obviously, you're selling your art. So, like, how long does it take to send it out after they make a request and all that stuff?
Well, like I said, I don't really do huge paintings. My biggest canvas is 18 by 24. So, and also depending on how detailed the painting is, I usually take 3 to 5 days to just finish one painting, and then a lot of times I just like ship it, or sometimes my clients come to me and they pick it up. So I do have both options of shipping and pickup, but yeah, usually 3 to 5 days.
And they can just DM you.
Yeah, they can DM me. The anime painting I don't know these people, but it was like a lot of them, and they're all evil. That shit took me 2 weeks. They're so hard to draw. And I'm not really I'm more of a painter than a drawer. So I was just there for 2 weeks, like, what the fuck? And I recorded the whole thing, like, just stressing, like, what am I doing? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
It's very stressful. It can get stressful sometimes, especially because I started it off as a hobby.
Yeah.
And now it's like I turned it into a business. And just the other day, I was like, I hate painting.
Yeah, it happens a lot, right? Where a hobby turns into a job, and it's like I lost the passion for it. So just be mindful of like how much you do it.
Some days.
Because you don't want to lose it.
Some days doing this.
Yeah, because
some days.
Yeah, he feels it now. This was a hobby for him, and now it's work.
I get it.
Yeah.
So just be mindful, of, like
But I don't hate it. I love painting. A good balance. But the other day, I was like, I hate painting.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question again. Before you started getting paid for painting, did you enjoy it more?
Yeah.
Because I could just do anything. I could fuck up a painting and be
deadline. It's artistic.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's no such thing as fucking up a painting, and that's something that I had to learn. Art is art. Mm-hmm. Like I used to break canvases. I used to mistakes. So dramatic. Don't mind me. So fucking dramatic. Like what? Breaking shit. But now it's like, damn, fuck it. If I go over it, fuck it. Art is art. And that's the way I want to express myself. Mm-hmm. And, if they don't like it, then you don't have to come to me. There's always going to be somebody else that's going to be like, wow, I love you and your art.
Yep.
And I do hope and pray that after a while, people just stop being so damn, what you want to call it, unprofessional when it comes to things like that, because people don't understand that this is it's small business, and it's a lot of work. It's not like I have a team with 5 people going to Michael's with me, buying shit. And, it's really hard. So hopefully people are as patient with me as I am with them.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Because even me, like when clients ask me like, oh, what's your rate for couples therapy or sex therapy? It's $200. And that's the lowest I could go. And they're like, oh, why so much money? Because this is 10 plus years of me studying.
Exactly.
This is me paying my student loans. Mm-hmm. This is me every single day learning to make sure that I knew the up-to-date stuff, that I'm giving you the best care, and then I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So, I'm worth that much and more.
Yeah.
And more.
And you could charge more.
I was about to say $200. I think that sounded
right.
low.
No, I'm the low one because you know what? Because I want to serve my community. And for Hispanics, 1, they don't believe in therapy, and 2, how can I get them in if I'm charging them mad money?
True.
So I have to be mindful. Okay, for the whites, $250.
Yeah. $280.
For white people,
maybe $300.
$500.
I'll help you out. I got you, boo boo.
No, but seriously, no, I'm not gonna lie. Oh fuck.
No, what?
Now you gotta say it.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want people to think,
Fuck what they think.
Because
say what you need to say.
This guy was giving me such a hard time to get to buy this painting, and I want to add this and I want to add that. You're doing too much, bro. I'm the artist. You gave me the reference picture. You told me your idea, but now you're just micromanaging everything I'm doing, and I don't like that. If you hit me up and I'm an artist. You're doing it because you're supposed to trust me that I'm going to execute this painting as beautifully as I can. If you're on my ass 24/7, I want to add this, I don't want to do it anymore. I ended up doing it, but I ended up charging him an extra $100.
Yeah, I would. Yep. As you should.
It was supposed to be a good $200. $300 shipping, an extra $20.
Every text, every comment you make is $50 more.
Oh shit!
Boom.
You're gonna shut the fuck up real quick.
Right?
Real quick.
Nah, I trust you in your judgment. Right. Thanks. Yeah. That's the whole point.
All right, guys. This is long. We're gonna wrap up. But we need to have both of you back on again.
I would love that.
Oh my God. You guys were amazing. This was so much fun. Tell people where they can find you. Tell them your Instagram.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna add it, but still.
My name is Kat once again. My Instagram is King Kat. That's Ki 2 N's GCAT. And then my art page is Art by Venus with 2 underscores at the end.
Okay, we're gonna add it, and then tell people where they can find you.
At Love Sex with Wildy.
Love Sex with Wildy.
So it's Love Sex with me because I love sex, and then also it's Love and Sex with Wildy. Sorry guys, I just had to throw that in because
thank you guys for
a double meaning.
Thank you guys for coming, for talking your shit. Like always, share, comment. Also, review the podcast. Somebody told me to let them know to review on Apple and Spotify, so please do that. And have these sexual conversations with your partner.
Right.
Talk about sex. Let's normalize all this shit. And
especially women.
People who talk about sex have better sex.
Yes.
Fact.
Yes, I love that.
And please do not be scared to tell your partner you don't like certain things. It's not that, you're trying to offend the person. It's just, hey, like, just get to know my body.
Because that could be healing, right?
Mm.
I'm not going to have joyless sex or sex for you.
Oh, no.
It's sex for
Life
me.
is too short for that. Every single person I lay down with, I need to be able to enjoy it. I have to, though.
You want to fuck with your head, your heart, your gut, and your private parts. All 4 sensors.
And on that note, we out here.
That was good.